Camera set up. Microphone set up. Let's get this shit going. I've been procrastinating making this video for like the past week, not for any reason in particular other than that, other than that, I'm just really lazy. But I had a lot of fun editing and making the last video, but I wanted to do something a little different for my second video, something geared more specifically for like YouTube instead of just a Twitch highlight, you know what I mean? So I started doing a little digging and came across a channel called Sassafras. Hold on a second.
This is Shifra's Magic Alcove.
Shifra's Magic Alcove. Fuck. And it's interesting to say the least. Channels on this side of YouTube are typically geared more towards like things like healing people's souls. They realign people's chakras. You know, pull negative energy out of people's nipples and buttholes, whatever. But, you know, I just found this one and it was kind of fun, so I kind of just wanted to talk about it. Have a good old goof and a gaff. We're gonna start with this video just called Healing Demonstration, which is a pretty straightforward title, to say the least.
Hi, this is Shifra Bradigan, and this is Shifra's Magic Alcove.
Right away, this audio is killing me. I don't know if it's like an echo in the room or if it's just a really bad microphone, which, don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of like shitty microphones, but this is just... And there's this like buzzing every time she talks, like just this... Like if you didn't have tinnitus, you'll have it.
So I've had a bunch of questions about energy healing, and I reviewed the one I've already done on the subject to...
Aw, damn it. I'm like missing background lore. What the fuck?
I try and figure out what I've already covered or what I need to cover better, and decided that a live subject and doing the kind of healing I'm talking about is probably the easiest way for me to do this.
They don't even give like a DBZ style recap or anything, like...
So this is my granddaughter, who has graciously permitted herself to be the subject of my healing experiment for you guys.
She can be the subject of my healing experiment, if you know what I'm saying. And, by the way, clearly referring to stealing her kidneys. What are you thinking? Get your mind out of the gutter.
So, if I'm going to be doing a healing on somebody using the chakra energetic method that we talked about previously, this is one of the positions I can use so that the spine is free, so I can work the chakras up the back and access the front as needed if I need to.
Whoa.
And then the person is usually relatively comfortable. If they can't sit, then you want them laying down.
Whoa.
If they can't lay on their stomach, then you want them laying on their side and put some pillows between their knees or whatever and a pillow under their head, making sure that their body is comfortable so they're not fighting the process, so that they can relax and just be in whatever it is that you're doing.
She's getting real experimental here.
One of the things you want to remember whenever you're doing healing is where is your energy coming from and where is your energy going. So I'm in the earth quarter of our temple, which is a good place to do healing because this is sort of the most grounded spot in the room. And I want to ground the energy through my feet, and I want to feel the energy going down into the earth and connecting to the central part of the core of the planet, and do that before I start doing anything else.
Okay, maybe I'm stupid, but I have no idea what she's talking about.
Once I do that, then I can pull energy up through the ground and up into my body, so that I'm bringing energy other than mine into the healing. I also want to connect to the light energy, life force energy coming up from above, and let that enter me as well. And so I have these two energies, and the tree meditation is the perfect way to get used to doing that. It's sort of a good practice for that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, it still doesn't make sense to me.
So whatever style of healing you're doing, this is a good way of doing it. So first thing I want to do is just sort of check her chakras and see where they're at. So you have to do this.
Whoa, hey, you can't be feeling up your daughter like that, man.
Try to do this without interfering with what you feel. So it's an exercise in and of itself.
Why is she lingering?
Not as much energy in the root chakra as you probably need, which is your survival instinct, interestingly enough.
Better blast that ass back to full power.
And then the sacral chakra is kind of muddy,
That just sounds gross.
probably because of past traumas you've had. The hara feels sort of like agitated, like roiling around. There's probably a lot of unprocessed emotions. And the heart center sort of feels kind of bruised, I guess, would be the word that comes to mind, which would make sense.
Someone just got broken up with.
Concerning what I know about you.
Oh God, it's uncomfortable.
The throat chakra is pretty open, so communication's not an issue.
Oh, that's what it means.
And then these chakras are okay, and that one is waiting for its opportunity. I'm going to do one of the methods that I talked about in my first video, which is using the heart center and open up the heart center and see about balancing these areas and see how she reacts to that first. If that's an adverse reaction, then we'll go to something else. So, I'm going to touch you in the front here. That's okay.
So I honestly thought this was something that like only guys did, like on women, to just try to cop a feel, which is disgusting, complete gross use and like use of your practice, disgusting, conduct. But I mean, there does seem to be an actual technique on some level. I mean, I really don't think this woman's just copping a feel on her granddaughter.
Thinking about the heart center and how it balances the physical and the spiritual together, it wants to have everything go into a state of balance. And the way the energy moves, it goes down the back from the heart and then back up the front to my hands, and then it goes through to my backhand, trying to think this through, and then goes up the back and then down to the front.
I think she forgot.
So my breathing is to bring in that energy from the earth and universal life force. And then exhaling, I breathe it out in my hands, checking in to make sure that the chair is still grounded, her energy is going the right direction. It is, okay. And I feel something trying to melt in there. You might be feeling emotional soon. And that's not uncommon when you're doing this kind of healing.
So at first I've seen this a few times in like other videos where people are crying, and I never really knew why. So from what I've looked up, it seems like it's a release of negative energy and like old karma. I don't really know what that means. But it kind of just seems like you cry about your problems and then feel better about it.
Because a lot of times it's those emotions and feelings that are blocking us. Because I can feel it still pulsing. Are you getting emotional? Yes. But that's a good indication. That's a positive sign that she's really feeling the energy and that it's doing something to her energetic body. Okay, so I'm going to check in to see how things are doing here. Now, if you do Reiki, you can also do that at this point. Or you can do the color light healing, where you breathe in
Voice crack, boo!
the colors of the rainbow and then exhale the colors through the body and let them go wherever they need, which is what I'm going to do next. And I have no idea why I'm doing this. I think it's to activate my palm chakras. That's
Damn, I think it was to make her fart. Holy shit.
part of that. And so I'm going to breathe in the rainbow light and then breathe it into your body. If you see colors, let me know. It's always nice. Okay, here we go.
Alright, this is boring and uncomfortable.
So at this point I'm going to open my eyes so I can start being aware of me. And when you're doing this, you want to be aware of things that are different between you. It helps you to separate the subject from your healer. I go blow my nose too, because I also got somewhat emotional. Although I've been doing this long enough, it's not like as bad as it used to be.
Well, that was eye-opening to say the least. I do have a couple more things from this channel that I do want to show, like this video called Haunted Objects. I've been dealing with what I personally believe to be haunted objects. Let me grab them real quick. Ever since I acquired these two gnomes. I've just been feeling this weird, like negative energy coming from them. I have no idea what it is. I'm probably just imagining it though.
Hi, this is Shifa Bradigan, and this is Shifa's Magic Alcove. I'm going to try and remember the different kinds of encounters I've had with objects and how those differ from, there's of course psychometry, which is reading an object, and that is reading the energy that's been left on an object.
Do you think she like goes into thrift shops and just grabs a dress and is like, I don't want it. I can feel the energy of a stuck-up bitch on that. No, thank you.
Some experiences with that, or one of the ones I had was with the Himalayan crystals. Someone asked me to do a reading on their energy, and I ended up seeing how they were mined and seeing Chinese soldiers using weapons on miners and forcing them to dig these crystals out.
Oh, that got dark.
And like the necklace that I bought from a local shop years ago, when I saw that in the store, I was immediately drawn to it. And when I put it on and clasped it behind my neck, all of my chakras just like lit up and I burst into tears. It was like it had once belonged to me in a different life.
Oh, well, I mean, I was almost right in a way.
There was an artist that I worked with. He bought a used mattress and he started having some insane, intense haunting activity from the moment he brought that mattress in his house. We're talking things holding him down and night terror type stuff, which he'd never had before.
What the fuck happened to that bed?
And so I worked with him to try and see if we could clear that mattress. And in the end, I just said, throw the mattress away. You need to buy a new mattress. And, he bought it at Goodwill kind of store. I'm not sure which one. If you're a sensitive person and you're buying used furniture, you have to really think about the possibility of something either coming home with you or having an energy that's inimical to your existence, something that's going to really bother you.
All right, so moral of the story, never trust a Goodwill mattress. Well, I think that's enough of that for me tonight. I think we all learned a little something. I know I definitely did. I learned about... Well, this was a lot of fun to do. Definitely had fun recording, and I'm sure I'll have some fun editing. I do stream on Twitch. Feel free to check that out. Twitch.tv/wetroastbeef. I also stream on YouTube. Not really as much as I would like to, but, we'll see. Yeah. See ya.